Joining us now is Jennifer Olize, with stories trending around the world. Hello, Jennifer.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Good morning, Bimbai.
I try to
good morning, Rufai.
Watch how I pronounce your name.
Okay.
You know, there's Jennifer and there's Jennifer. But I'm sure you know Jennifer.
Jennifer.
No.
Yes.
Of
course.
And yours is Jennifer.
Jennifer.
And there's, my name is Jennifer.
There are different versions, but I will accept anyone. So let's begin with what's trending. Now, all eyes are on the Royal Ascot, one of the most esteemed horse racing events in the world. Founded by Queen Anne in 1711, the Royal Ascot is held every June at the Ascot Racecourse in Berkshire, England. This year, the event took place from June 18 to June 22nd, drawing high society guests, fashionistas, and members of the royal family. King Charles III and Queen Camilla were in attendance. Other notable royals spotted at the event included Prince William, the Prince of Wales. He was present on day 2 without his wife Catherine, but was accompanied by Kate's parents, Michael and Carol Middleton. Other royals in attendance were Princess Anne, Prince Edward, Princess Eugene and Sarah Ferguson, Princess Beatrice, Sophie Duchess of Edinburgh, Zara Tindall and Mike, and Lady Gabriella Kingston all stepped out to watch the fabulous races. Now, the Royal Ascot is synonymous with elegance, grace, and timeless fashion. And of course, the best hearts in the world. This year's event did not disappoint. From elaborate hats to exquisite fascinators, the fashion on display was truly breathtaking. The event also featured some of the finest horses in the world, competing in races with prize money totaling millions of pounds. Now, in the meantime, Taylor Swift's London leg of her Eras tour kicked off to start the royal start of the weekend, with Prince William sharing a backstage photo with the pop sensation on social media. The Prince of Wales celebrated his 42nd birthday at Swift's Wembley Stadium concert with his children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Prince Kate also took Instagram to celebrate her husband with a heartwarming picture of him and his children with the caption, "Happy birthday, Papa. We all love you so much." Well, in this video, making the rounds on social media, Prince William was seen dancing to Swift's hit single, "Shake It Off." Let's take a look. Amazing. That's the funniest video I've ever seen of any royal family member. But kudos to them. Happy birthday to the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Dr. Abati, Bimbai and Rufai, what did you think of the Royal Ascot?
Let me start with the Royal Ascot. The Royal Ascot was founded in 1711 by Queen Anne.
Yes.
For thoroughbred, horses. And the occasion takes place every June. The month of June.
Correct.
And it provides an opportunity for members of the royal family to come together. And what you have seen this year is that they've kept to tradition. You had the trooping of the colours ceremony, you had the Gata Day, and then you had the Royal Ascot from June 18 to June 22. So it's been a very busy month for the royals. And it was good to see King Charles III in good mood, showing that, look, cancer is not a death sentence and is fit. And to also see Prince Williams and other members of the royal family showing up. Now, Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, had said that she will show up again and again at public engagements, even while undergoing treatment, chemotherapy. She showed up at the trooping of the colours, but she was not at this year's the Royal Ascot. But it was, as usual, a Melina's delight with all those colorful hats, not just by the royals, but also by the entire audience, just following tradition. And then the other story that you brought about Taylor Swift. Now there is a Swift mania, not just in the UK. She has this tour that she's, going upon and has started. There's also the fact that Taylor Swift has shown the power of music. The first musician, female musician, to become a billionaire strictly from just music. I mean, and our singing has affected politics. These are musicians, that go to countries and you will see that the GDP will improve just by Taylor Swift coming to your community. And look at what she did, influencing sports. She has this boyfriend, Travis, who is with the Kansas City Giants, right? I think that's
correct.
Yes. And each time she shows up at the Super Bowl, the viewing audience will increase, even exceeding 23 million. And one of the things she did in London was to bring Travis Kelce, I think, onto the stage. And that was a high moment of her performance in London. But she avoided singing that other song, So Long London. But again, the other part of the story is Prince William's being there, taking pictures backstage with the children, two of the children. The only person who didn't go with him was Prince Louis, who is just 6 years old.
Yes.
And I guess because of that, I mean, he was at home
with his mom.
Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
The Princess of Wales could not make it also in this particular instance. But it was a star-studded event, hundreds of thousands, like about 96,000 people turning out, to watch Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift advertising, appearing on stage for the first time, which is with our American football turned boyfriend. On the whole, the power of music, the power of culture, how that can connect, and how the royals too, are human beings, with Prince William dancing and shaking to the beat. I think very interesting developments out there.
I mean, and it's very brilliant at a time where Prince Williams has had a father with cancer, his wife with cancer. I mean, what a great time to shake it off. The economic importance of Taylor Swift tours are something that books will constantly study for many, many years to come. She has helped with the economic redemption of many countries. In fact, what she has done to some economies, I'm exaggerating, please, underline the word exaggerating, is as good as what IMF have done to some economies. Because take, for instance, the UK had to look at, bumping up interest rates, had to wait till the end of a concert or something before they bumped it up. The billions that came into the Japanese economy when she went to perform in Japan, there's something called the Taylor Swift economy for all her tours, her concerts, her permits, and that's why I'm saying we can use Ojude Oba to jumpstart also our economic revival through festivals and things just like British are doing with Ascots and things like that. All right? So there are many dynamics to it. We just need to be able to plan it effectively. That's just it.
So now let's take another story. Amid the controversy that trailed the Kano Emirate tussle, the Kano state government has earmarked the sum of 99.9 million for the renovation of the Nasarawa Mini Palace, where the 15th Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, currently occupies. The state's Commissioner of Information, Halilu Dantiye, disclosed this while briefing newsmen on the outcome of the State Executive Council meeting, chaired by Governor Abba Yusuf. Dantiye said the sum was for renovation of the defective wall or fence and surroundings at the Nasarawa Emir's Palace. The government had ordered the Commissioner of Police to evict the 15th Emir Bayero from the palace where he is trespassing on government property and for onward demolition and renovation. Well, this story has been trending for a while now, and it's like a very controversial topic. 99.9 million. I'm wondering what's happening. Renovation is always a good idea, but let's hope that it works towards that effect. Vimbai, what's your take on this?
Kano State has bigger problems right now. I'm not sure this is the timing. You know, sometimes we have to read the room. You know, between the tussle that's going on with the emirs and, you know, Kano State is, after moving from being an APC state under Ganduje and now, you know, evolving into becoming a Kwankwansia state. And I think there's a lot of housekeeping that needs to be done. I think a lot of the peace and order needs to be restored with regards to the royal families, the back and forth. It's now become a bigger legal issue and so forth. So, you know, this type of expenditure on a renovation, yes, palaces should be renovated. I believe in a maintenance culture. The amount, you know, it all comes down to what's in the coffers, what's on the ground in Kano State. You know, are the citizens enjoying clean water? Are they enjoying the services that the state owes them to? So if all other things are equal in the state, which we know they are not, then nobody will question how much you need to spend to make sure that your royals are well accommodated. However, let's look at bread and butter issues. Have the people been taken care of? And secondly, the power tussles, all other politics going on, have those issues been settled before we shift? It almost seems like something that's supposed to divert our attention away from the real issues on the ground.
Well, I see mischief writ large in this. The Kano State government says, oh, they want to renovate the Nasarawa palace, the smaller palace, shortly after the Court of Justice Liman had given a confusing ruling on the status of the two emirs. He said, you know, the state must return to status quo. But everybody is saying, what exactly does, you know, Justice Liman mean by status quo? And almost immediately, the state government says we are going to renovate the smaller palace. How convenient. So there's mischief involved, there is politics involved. I mean, that palace had been there ever since. They didn't bother to renovate it. That palace had been there. They didn't tell us it was a government property. They are just saying so now. That, oh, it's a government property and they have to take care of the perimeter fencing. And they gave the deposed Emir Bayero, Ado Bayero, an eviction order. And now it has created a situation whereby the Commissioner of Police and the AIG in charge of the zone, listening to other puppeteers, probably puppeteers in Abuja, are saying no, they will wait for court ruling because there is a matter in court that has not yet been determined. The expectation is that there will be a ruling on that matter about the you know, proposed eviction of the 15 Emir Ado Bayero today in court. We don't know the outcome of it yet. But this is standard practice in Nigeria. When you think that somebody is not on your side of the politics, you take bulldozers, you go and demolish the person's location. They did it in Edo State. The governor of Rivers State, in fact, went and did showboating in the legislative quarters and was threatening that he wanted to renovate the legislative quarters. So this is just Nigerian politics. And what is again signposted is the fact that is a powerlessness in the real sense of traditional rulers who are actually civil servants in a sense because they are maintained and paid for by the local government authorities. And maybe that's why Dr. Alkali, who was on this program earlier, was saying that perhaps we need to take another look at the Constitution to at least give a concrete role to traditional rulers so that they are not just ceremonial figures, you know, attending parties and decorating public events all over the place.
I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to now say you want to demolish the Nasarawa Palace. We all know that all of a sudden you want to refurbish and demolish the Nasarawa Palace is because the former emir is there. All this while, why didn't you do it? And because you have a judgment now that is still very subject to interpretation, because there have been many interpretations of the judgment. Why not wait to be able to allow it go to the appellate court? I think the Kano State House of Assembly has actually taken that case also to the appeal court. So why not wait till we get to all of this, then the next thing say you want to do? I think it's going to be a recipe for chaos. And I don't think they should do it. I don't even think they can do it. Because the place, from the last information, is well guarded. And when you look at it, the police in the state have also said, oh, they were following court orders, they're waiting for, a stay on all of the activities. I don't think they're going to demolish. I just think it's part of talk. But we should not have this culture where people just go ahead and demolish things because it favors them. Just like this governor, Abba Yusuf, did demolish a roundabout, if my memory serves me right, because it was built by Kanduje. And he wasted money. Demolish. Why would you demolish something there? And this idea of the fact that, oh, everything about my successor must go, or my predecessor must go, that's a bad mentality. That's why we don't grow. At whose taxpayers' money? Please. There are many school children that are out of school in Kano. There are many children that are hungry. There are healthcare systems that need attention. Don't waste that 99 million. Take it and improve health education outcomes. There are many local governments in Kano that still need schools in some areas. There are schools that are dilapidated in Kano. Why can't you use that money to go and refurbish school? You just want to waste our 100 million or for frivolous activity because of your political experience?
As taxpayers' money in Kano, our money.
No,
we are not in Kano.
No, our 100 million. Because you forget, Dr. Abati.
Yes.
The VAT I pay on eating in Lagos here also is shared to that state. It's our money, with due respect.
But you don't drink beer.
I don't drink beer. It's not only on VAT we play beer. They collect VAT when you are going to eat in a restaurant.
Okay.
Yes.
On that
so
note.
it's our money.
On that note.
Because our money too is shared in VAT to them. Please.
Okay.
Thank
They
you
should
for
be
your
careful.
brilliant
Otherwise, a
analysis.
crowd from Lagos will come and carry placards on the streets
It's
of
part of our
Kano.
money now.
So now, let's take another story. On a lighter note, Afrobeat superstar David Adeleke, formerly known as Davido, and his fiancée Chioma Rowland have shared stunning pre-wedding photos ahead of their wedding on Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. In the photos where they shared on Davido's Instagram account with the hashtag Chivido 2024, show the couple rocking different traditional outfits. This will be the latest development in what has been a highly anticipated wedding, with fans and followers of the couple eagerly waiting for the big day. The wedding, which was confirmed by Davido last week, has generated excitement among family members and friends who are looking forward to the event that will bind the couple in love. Well, congratulations, Davido and Chioma. This wedding has been a long time coming and is well deserved. We're wishing you all the best. What do you feel about this?
Congrats.
Chivido.
Online in-laws. You know what? Everybody loves a happy ending. They've been through a lot, together. So we wish them all of the best. Tomorrow, I'm sure, is going to be carnival-like. We expect no less from them. So we're going to be glued to our social media.
I know. Watching.
Watching to see how that goes. Really do. And I mean, for somebody who just had twins, she looks fantastic.
Beautiful.
So, congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Well, the internet has been a buzz all through the weekend about this wedding. We're told that Davido, and they can afford it, has given, his spouse. They had traditional wedding before. This is just a formal public event. Okay. A wedding ring that is expensive enough to buy 3 Rolls Royce vehicles. Okay. So this is not just your ordinary wedding. And then I understand that there is a bootleg operation with the wedding cards. Okay. It's not an all-come affair. You can't just go to the Harbour Point where the event is holding tomorrow and say you want to go in. You must have a card. And some people are already saying, if you need a card, you can buy it for 10 million naira.
I heard that. That's ridiculous.
And they've had Chioma has had a prenuptial bridal event, very colorful. I think she had a change of clothes almost about 5 times.
Okay.
Very colorful event,
Chioma.
good music. You know, I think, you know, every woman would love that. But as for Davido, yes, congratulations to both of them. But on the side, there is another issue that Davido has to address. He has an issue with Sophie Momodu, who is the mother of, you know, his first daughter, Imade. And he is saying that he's taking her to court and that he wants to take custody of Imade. Now, that other side of the story looks very messy. The timing of both events, the wedding and the quarrel over custody of the young lady, very gifted, talented lady, you know, a good friend with Tiwa Savage's son, Jamil, Jam Jam. You know, I just think that, you know, Davido should try to manage all of this in a sense, you know, because of the future, because of long-term issues, and to defend the interest of all the children involved. That is what is paramount.
Thank you for that one.
But let them have a good day. Let them enjoy themselves.
Wishing them
we will watch it on television.
Oh, we'll definitely watch it. We will all watch it.
Except Rufai or Bimbai. Except 2 of you have invitation cards.
Listen, we didn't crack that one.
So now let's take our final story. The chairman of the United Bank of Africa, Tonu Elumelu, celebrated his wife, Dr. Awele Elumelu, over the weekend with this viral dance challenge. Let's take a look at this beautiful video. Okay, happy birthday to Dr. Awele Elumelu. I mean, besides being the wife of a business mogul and investment giant, she's a medical doctor, a businesswoman, entrepreneur, role model, and a mother to 7 children.
Wow.
So we're wishing you all the best. Congratulations. Mbai, over to you.
Mbai,
go for it.
God bless her, God bless them, and congratulations, you know. And apart from that, one other thing you've not said about Madam Awele is that she's a fitness enthusiast, a fitness buff.
Bravo.
She's a constant marathon runner. She's got, you know, the capacity to run a lot of marathon and the depth. And, you know, she's just been able to help a lot of people with that fitness aura and all of that. And coupled with that, you know, wife to an entrepreneur, she's also a successful medical doctor in her own right, you know, with a lot of businesses to be able to show for it and also help to impact the next generation. So we can only pray for good health, continued living. And I know she's going to be running all those marathons. You never know, she might even have a challenge, want to just sneak in one more marathon, you know, to be able to enjoy herself. I think she ran one last year because I follow most of the marathons she ran. She's done a lot of work for charity too, which has to be said, and that's a good heart for humanity. Congratulations, and I can't do the...
It's all about... I love a good power couple. Yeah. That's one thing about me, especially when you're in a position where you're married to one of the most influential, wealthy, successful men around, but you still are, you know, insist on being a woman in your own right. For me, that is fantastic because, you know, we're in a generation now where a lot of women would prefer to kind of just, you know, sit at home and hang out, which of course that's your choice. But I think there's so much power in being married to a powerful man and saying, me too, I'm powerful in my own right. I can show up for myself. It's such a beautiful lesson they have so many daughters, a beautiful lesson to their daughters as well. That even if you marry well, it doesn't matter. Make sure you make something of yourself.
Wonderful.
Okay, the person that is known out there more is Tonu Elumelu, apostle, exponent of Afro-capitalism, chairman, UBA and all of that. But, you know, all of that is made possible because he has a wife that supports him.
Correct. Dr.
Awele Elumelu. MBBS from the University of Benin, worked at the University of Lagos Teaching Hospital, worked with the Grantham Hospital in the United Kingdom, co-founder of Tony Elumelu Foundation, founder of Avron Medical Hospital, and all of that. So she's an achiever in her own right, and I agree with you about being a power couple. And it's good to see that even when you're a business mogul, chairman of SODs and all that, you are very obedient at home. I mean, look at how Tony Elumelu was shaken from one side to the other, you know, to show that at the end of the day, even the big man at the top of this big corporation, he has to be obedient at home. We congratulate both husband and wife on this special occasion of Madame's birthday. And for Tony Elumelu, I hope he understands the language, that this has implications.
Yes.
It has implications.
Yes.
We would like to know when the party, the other party will take place.
Well,
thank you very much.
That's all we have for you for What's Trending today.
And that's all on today's edition of The Morning Show.